welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the latest and most exciting vehicles on the market. Today, we're taking a close look at the freshly revealed 2025 BMW R18, a cruiser that blends classic heritage with modern refinement in a way that only BMW Motorrad can pull off. Whether you're a seasoned rider or someone who simply appreciates two-wheeled engineering art, you're going to want to stick around for this in-depth look. The BMW R18 has always been about timeless design, raw power, and mechanical elegance, and the 2025 model builds on that legacy with some thoughtful updates and subtle refinements that make a big difference. At first glance, the front of the bike still commands presence. That iconic boxer engine proudly sticks out, and the massive front forks give it an imposing, muscular stance. For 2025, BMW has tweaked the front-end design with a slightly more streamlined LED headlight housing, now framed by signature daytime running lights that add a modern touch without compromising the classic aesthetic. The chrome accents have been dialed back just a bit for a more balanced mix between heritage and contemporary styling. It's still a head-turner, especially when you see it coming up behind you in traffic. Shifting over to the side profile, you really begin to appreciate the craftsmanship and the long, low-slung silhouette. The 2025 R18 maintains its traditional double-loop steel frame, but BMW has revised some of the side panels for better aerodynamics and a more fluid look. One of the standout visual updates is the new color palette. This year, the R18 is available in an elegant matte graphite finish with subtle pinstriping that harks back to BMW's 1930s era motorcycles. There's also a special edition in deep metallic red, which just pops under sunlight. The exposed shaft drive and open rear swing arm remain, adding a mechanical purity that few bikes today even attempt. The huge boxer engine still dominates the side view, and now there's a choice of new, brushed metal valve covers that give the bike a more customizable edge straight from the showroom. Now let's walk around to the rear of the R18. This is where BMW has made a few of the most noticeable design changes. The rear fender has been reshaped ever so slightly to give the tail a cleaner, more tapered look. Integrated LED taillights and turn signals now come standard, and they're beautifully hidden in the lines of the bike, maintaining that stripped-back cruiser feel. Depending on the trim, you can opt for a more minimalist rear seat setup or go for the full touring package, which adds a pillion seat with a backrest and optional panniers that are seamlessly integrated into the rear design. There's also a redesigned exhaust system, still twin fishtails pipes, but they now sit tighter and offer a more balanced visual weight from behind, not to mention a richer, deeper tone when you twist the throttle. Swinging a leg over the 2025 BMW R18 immediately reminds you that this is a rider's machine. The seating position remains relaxed and slightly rearward, perfect for soaking in long highway miles. BMW has refined the seat padding this year, giving it just a bit more firmness for long-term comfort without losing that low-slung cruiser feel. The handlebars are wide, but not uncomfortably so, and the controls are well within reach for a commanding riding posture. The biggest change in the cockpit is the updated instrument cluster. Gone is the basic analog-only setup, replaced by a beautifully integrated hybrid display that includes a central analog speedometer flanked by a TFT display offering ride modes, navigation data, fuel economy, and more. It's a clean, elegant solution that feels like the perfect blend of retro and modern. The switchgear has also been subtly updated for better ergonomics, and the optional heated grips and seat controls are now more intuitive. Speaking of modern tech, the 2025 R18 comes equipped with BMW's latest generation of ride assist features. Standard across all trims are automatic stability control, cornering optimized ABS, and 3 selectable ride modes: rain, roll, and rock. But for 2025, there's now an optional dynamic mode for those who want more throttle response and firmer suspension tuning. Speaking of suspension, BMW has retuned the rear monoshock setup for a smoother ride, especially when fully loaded or with a passenger. While it's still a hardtail look, the hidden suspension continues to deliver plush performance on less than perfect roads. Now, under the hood, or rather, under the seat, you'll find the beating heart of the R18. The iconic 1.802cc air and oil-cooled boxer twin engine. It puts out a hearty 91 horsepower and a massive 116 pounds-to-feet of torque, available as low as 3,000 RPM. This engine remains largely unchanged for 2025, and frankly, that's a good thing. Its linear power delivery, distinctive low-end grunt, and that signature vibration at idle make it a soulful engine that feels alive in your hands. What has been improved is the throttle-by-wire response, which now feels slightly smoother and more precise across the rev range. Clutch action is light for a bike of this size, and the 6-speed gearbox continues to deliver smooth shifts, whether you're cruising at 60 or pulling away from a stoplight. In terms of handling, the R18 still surprises. Despite its long wheelbase and heavyweight status, it manages corners with confidence and poise. Thanks to a low center of gravity and well-balanced chassis, It feels stable in the bends and planted at high speeds. BMW has kept the braking setup strong, with dual 300mm discs up front and a single disc in the rear, now paired with a revised ABS Pro system for better control and emergency stops. So let's talk pricing. The base 2025 R18 starts at around $15,800, which is pretty competitive in the premium cruiser market, especially when you consider the level of engineering and heritage built into every bolt. The first edition model with its signature pinstripes and extra chrome will cost you about $17,500. Opting for the R18 Classic or the fully loaded R18 Transcontinental with touring accessories, adaptive headlight, Marshall audio system, and additional tech can push the price well north of $22,000. Still, for what you're getting, a distinctive styling, massive road presence, BMW level refinement, and timeless designate, feels like a worthwhile investment for serious riders who value character as much as performance. Wrapping it all up, the 2025 BMW R18 continues to be a masterclass in blending retro design with modern performance. It's not trying to outgun sport bikes or replace your daily commuter. It knows what it is: a bold, confident cruiser with soul, history, and road presence in spades. Whether you're riding it down coastal highways or parking it outside your favorite coffee stop, the R18 is a statement, and the 2025 version makes that statement louder and clearer than ever. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more reviews just like this. Drop your thoughts in the comments. So would you take this over a Harley or Indian? What would your dream spec be? Thanks for watching, ride safe, and I'll see you in the next one.